Hi, this is a video just to talk about the stacked moving averages indicator for TradeStation. Basically, this is just an indicator to allow you to see when three or two, if you want to just use two, but I'll just be talking about three. If you want to see if how three moving averages relate to each other, and I use this just to kind of declutter my chart, and then also just as a tool in RadarScreen just to see things that are in a kind of an uptrend or downtrend based on kind of some long range moving averages. This isn't something maybe necessarily that I would take a trade based on, but it's just kind of an indicator to see is the trend in place or not. Obviously, if yeah, and that's a definition of whatever you consider a trend based on moving averages, and or if you want to change these to certain settings and use them to do kind of trading on, that's obviously your decision, but that's nothing that we're recommending to do without your own education and consent from professionals. So here's the contact info. If you have any questions or ways to make it better, whatever, please send me an email and visit our website. And here's the legal info. I would encourage you to pause the video and read through this completely. Basically, what we're saying is everything we're doing is for educational purposes only, and we're not giving any type of financial advice. Nothing, no advice to buy or sell anything. Everything you do is fully your responsibility, and you need to accept full responsibility for all your actions, and that you should get the appropriate advice from the professionals. If you want to do trading or investing, that's what we recommend. And we would, like I say, we're making no financial, giving no financial advice. Everything is for educational purposes only. Okay, let's get going here. Okay, just got a workspace with some screens. Got the indicator on daily time frame, on a weekly time frame, and just showing you what it looks like in RadarScreen. You can use this on any time frame. Just again, just picking a couple for example purposes, and just to let you know, this is being filmed on June 10th, 2017. So obviously that's a Saturday, and the market is closed. So just have the spiders pulled up here. You can see on the weekly, using the default 50, 100, 200 moving average. These would be weekly moving averages. You can see we had basically the trend started back in September of 2016, and we're still in an uptrend based on the how those moving averages relate. And you can see back here on the daily chart, let's see, so basically we're just when we kind of went into an uptrend in December of last year, 2016, and have been in that uptrend all the way up until June. And you can see that here. This count is telling you how many bars have the trend's been in place. So this is a daily time frame. So that's been for 123 bars or 123 trading days that the uptrend's been in place. And the stack condition just basically tells you, if the moving averages are stacked in an uptrend, which would be a positive one, a downtrend, which would be a minus one, or if it's kind of indeterminate, would be zero. So, for example, Goldman Sachs here, from a daily time frame, we switched from the uptrend to this, being indeterminate right now, even though on the weekly it still says it's in an uptrend. And let's see, let's look at UPS just to give you an example of a downtrend. Here's what that says, and obviously it looks like we've been trading in a range for quite a while. So the trend has shifted to a down on a daily time frame, but still in an uptrend with respect to the moving averages on the weekly. So again, you can obviously change these numbers to whatever you want. Just come in here in the inputs. This is the default for basically 50 period, 100 period, 200 period, and then the relationship that those have will be displayed over here. And you can change the colors, for an uptrend or a downtrend, or for the neutral when there's no trend. Let's see. So you can see this number here tells you which average is above the next one. So this is meaning that moving average 1 is above moving average 2 is above moving average 3, which by definition, using these three moving averages says we're in an uptrend, and then the reverse is true if we're in a downtrend. And then you can see like Goldman Sachs is kind of not in an uptrend because the moving average 1 is dipped below 2, and then we have another one here where it's kind of have an indeterminate right now moving average because 1 is below 3 and 2, but it's not completely in a downtrend yet because 3 is still below 2. Once 2 move below 3, then we would have a confirmed downtrend, just based on using the relation of those 3 averages to show up in a stacked condition, either stacked up or stacked down. And you can use the scanner if you want to try to find things that maybe have just started in an uptrend. You would use the scanner, and you can search on this field here. You could look for a count greater than or equal to 1, which would show you things that are trending up, and obviously if it has a 1, that just means it just changed, so that the uptrend just started. And if you wanted to look for things in a downtrend, you could search for less than or equal to -1, and that would show you things that are in a downtrend. If you just care about the trend, you can just use this field, search for a 1 or a -1, and this would show you things that are in an uptrend and things that are in a downtrend, if you use the scanner to find that. Otherwise, really, maybe you could remove this column and save yourself a little real estate on the display here. We could just take away the stack condition. And let's see. Again, the color, you can pick the color for an uptrend or for a downtrend or for this indeterminate trend state. So you can obviously make that be what makes the most sense to you. And again, those colors apply here as well on the chart when you have the indicator running on the chart. So I think that's pretty much it. This the indicator has a free trial period, so give it a shot. Take a look at it. Let me know if there's something you think could be done to make it better. And like I say, you can change it to just use 2 moving averages if you want. You can come over here and say if you just want the 50 and the 100, you could just put that to 0, and then this will change to just consider 1 average or 2 average. Obviously, since we've only got 2, everything's either in an uptrend or downtrend. And you can also, that's right here, this input here, 1 means a simple moving average. You can change it to a 2, and that'll use exponential moving averages. So obviously that is slightly different. It just depends on what your preference is. Sometimes I like simple, and sometimes I like exponential moving averages for different things. So hopefully it gives you kind of a decent idea of what the indicator does and what it looks like. So like I say, there's a free trial period, so try it out and let me know what you think. Hopefully it's something that will be useful for you.